Good evening, all the first become students. In the last class, I have explained about meaning of money and also definitions of money. The next topic in the syllabus, and it is very important concept for the examination point of view, that is functions of money. Very interesting concept and also very important concept. I have already sent PPT and also notes regarding functions of money in the earlier days. In the introductory part, I was telling you that in the present monetary system, money is the most important tool in the hands of the modern man. In the modern economy, all economic activities are rotating around the money. This statement explains the significance and dominance of money in the present economic scenario and also in our economic life. In the present economic scenario, we cannot live without money. That is the strength of money, that is the power of money, because money performing number of functions in the present economic system. I was telling you in the last session that money has defeated all the defects of earlier barter exchange system. As I mentioned, barter exchange system has its own demerits, has its own limitation. In order to overcome that limitations, demerits and defects of barter exchange system, our ancestors somewhere invented a powerful commodity, that is none other than money. So whatever it may be, money is the most important commodity. Money is the most important tool in the hands of the present monetary system, and also money is the most important tool in the hands of the modern man. Money performs various functions in the monetary system and also in the economic system. The various functions of money can be classified into 4 types. They are primary functions, secondary functions, contingent functions or incidental functions, and one more is other functions. I repeat, functions of money can be classified into 4 categories. They are primary functions, secondary functions, contingent or incidental functions, and other functions. Let me take the first part, that is the primary functions. Some functions, namely medium of exchange and common measure of value, are considered as the primary functions of money, because what you are going to consider as a money, that must perform these 2 functions. Unless money perform these functions, these 2 functions, it cannot be considered as a money. So therefore, the commodity which is treated as money, the commodity which considered as money, that must perform these 2 functions, namely medium of exchange and common measure of value. They are the primary functions. The first point is medium of exchange. Very beautiful function of money is that medium of exchange. In the barter exchange system our ancestors do not have any medium of exchange. Because of the absence of medium of exchange, they were supposed to exchange goods and services for goods and services. They were used to goods and services. They were used to exchange goods and services for goods and services. But the present monetary system or present money has defected this limitation. The money act as a medium of exchange. Money act as a medium of exchange between buyers and sellers. Very important point. Money act as a medium of exchange between buyers and sellers. Buyers can buy goods and services with the help of money, and sellers can sell their excess goods and services for money. So in between buying and selling of goods and services, in between buyers and sellers, money act as a medium of exchange. So it defect the major defects of the earlier barter exchange system. See, this is the very important thing. ಅಂದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದಾದರೆ ವಿನಿಮಯ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮವಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ಹಣದ ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಏನಂದರೆ ಹಣ ವಿನಿಮಯ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮವಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡುವವರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಹಣ ವಿನಿಮಯ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮವಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವವರು ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವವರು ಹಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾರೆ ಹಣದ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ, ಮತ್ತು ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡುವವರು ಹಣಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಹಣ ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳುವವರು ಮತ್ತು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡುವವರ ಮಧ್ಯವರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ವಸ್ತು ವಿನಿಮಯ ಪದ್ಧತಿಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂಥ ಲೋಪದೋಷವನ್ನು ಸರಿಪಡಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ವಸ್ತು ವಿನಿಮಯ ಪದ್ಧತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾರ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿದ್ವು. ಆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಿವಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಅಸ್ತ್ರ ಎಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದಂದರೆ ಹಣ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮನಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ ಇನ್ಕನ್ವೀನಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮನಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ between buying and selling of goods and services, as well as buyers and sellers. This is the most important function of money under the primary functions. Come to the second point, that is a common measure of value. Another most important primary function of money is that money acts as a common measure of value. As a standard of measurement of money, money measures the value of goods and services. Here height is measured in terms of meter, height is measured or length is measured in terms of meter, distance is measured in terms of kilometer, weight is measured in terms of kilogram, and liquid is measured in terms of liter. Similarly, the value of goods and services is measured in terms of with the help of money. Value of goods and services is measured in terms of price with the help of money. Here money helps to measure the value of goods and services. For example, the price of 1 pen is the value of 1 pen is 5 rupee. The value of 1 mobile is 15,000 rupee. The value of 1 bag is 500 rupees. So here we are measuring the value of goods and services with the help of money in terms of prices. So in order to measure the value of goods and services, money is very essential. Now in the present monetary system, all goods and services, the value of all goods and services is measured in terms of money. Without money, it is very difficult to accurate value of goods and services. That is the one important another function of money. ಅಂದರೆ ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಮಾಡುವುದು. ಹಣದ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಪನ ಮಾಡಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಣದ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಮಾಡಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಪೆನ್ನಿನ ಮೌಲ್ಯ ಎಷ್ಟು? 5 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಥವಾ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಒಂದು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ನ ಬೆಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 10,000, 5,000, 15,000. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೂಟರ್ನ ಬೆಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 70,000, 80,000. ಹೀಗೆ ಸರಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವೆಗಳ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಸರಳವಾಗಿ ಅಳತೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಾಯಕವಾಗುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಯಾವುದಂದರೆ ಹಣ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ. Come to the secondary functions of money. Three things are there under the secondary functions or derived functions. Secondary functions are also known as the derived functions because secondary functions are mainly derived from the primary functions. Unless money perform the primary functions, you cannot derive the secondary functions, namely store of value, transfer of value, standard of deferred payment. The first point under the secondary functions is that store of value. Money act as a store of value. In the money economy, one can save any amount of money for his future use because money is such a durable commodity. Store of value is another important one important secondary function of money. Now, usually people are store the value for future days, for coming days, in terms of money, because money is a durable commodity. It will not lose its value. It will not depreciate its value at any moment of time. So money is performing as a store of value. So money is a store of money. You can store money for any number of days because money is a durable commodity. Money is not a perishable commodity. You cannot conserve vegetables or fruits or animals or meat etc. has value for a longer period of time because they are the perishable goods. Instead of preserving or storing goods and services as value for longer period of time, you can preserve money as value for longer period of time because it is a durable commodity. And also you can deposit money in the bank for a certain period of time as value. After certain period of time, we can get back the same amount of money along with the interest. So here in the present monetary system, people are storing value in terms of money for future days. Here people do not want to preserve or store goods, vegetables, fruits, meats etc. as value for longer period of time because it is a perishable thing. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಸಾಧನ ಅಂತ. ಹಣವು ಮೌಲ್ಯಮಾಪನ ಸಾಧನವಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಹಣವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೌಲ್ಯದ ಸಾಧನವಾಗಿ ದೀರ್ಘಕಾಲದವರೆಗೆ ಇಡಬಹುದು. ಅದು ತನ್ನ